Welcome to this practice of Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra means yogic sleep, and it's a lovely meditative practice where we allow the body and the mind to become completely relaxed and rejuvenated. On the website nidrayoga.co.uk, they suggest that Yoga Nidra is the equivalent of 4 hours sleep. So in my life, when I'm feeling a little bit overstimulated, a little bit wrung out or stressed, I take a few minutes out, maybe 20 minutes to half an hour, to practice a Yoga Nidra. And I find that it really helps me to get back into that positive flow of energy. So it relaxes, rejuvenates, brings us back to our center and allows us to carry on with the rest of the day, feeling a lot more effective, with the energy nicely balanced, staying nice and calm. So this is a lovely practice to do at any time of day, I find, but also very much in the evening to make that break between the day and the night. So maybe before going to bed or just when you get home from work, it's a lovely time to practice Yoga Nidra. I'm going to show you now my favourite way to get comfy just when I'm about to practice. It's very important to be comfortable and allow the body to be able to completely relax. So the way I do it is I grab a bolster and pop it just under my knees. So along the mat, stretching the legs out, popping it just under the knees and allowing the knees just to open out to the sides. Then I grab a blanket, any kind of blanket or covers that you have near you in your home. This is my blanket that I use for my Shavasana. And then I cover the blanket all over and lie down. So just lying all the way down onto the mat, covered up with the blanket, knees resting on the bolster, arms out to the sides, palms facing up, or even the palms gently onto the chest. If you have something like an eye pillow that you can use to cover your eyes, or just a nice piece of cloth to take the brightness away if you're in a bright room, there's always an option to do that too. So take this few moments to get comfortable, gaining whatever you need, lying down on your mat, maybe grabbing some cushions from your sofa to pop under your knees, maybe grabbing a duvet from a bed to cover you over. So once you are ready and comfy, we'll start the practice and I will guide you through. Okay, so getting comfortable lying on your back, making sure that your body is symmetrical. Making sure that your spine is in a lovely straight line from the tip of your tailbone to the crown of your head. Either resting the hands gently on your tummy or taking the palms up to the ceiling. Allowing the feet to be relaxed and out to the sides. Allowing the legs to be completely relaxed. Allowing the body to start to sink into the mat. So once we've reached our optimum comfort level, let's gently close the eyes and begin our practice of Yoga Nidra. So Yoga Nidra is a very deep relaxation, but let's try not to fall asleep. So saying to yourself, I'm about to practice Yoga Nidra and I'm not going to fall asleep. Try to follow my voice. Don't worry if you don't hear everything I say. It's absolutely normal to float in and out of conscious hearing. So making sure that we're comfortable on our mats, the head is nicely supported. We'll start by bringing our awareness to the breath. So just becoming aware of the breath as it enters the body, as it leaves the body. Deep inhales, filling up the lungs completely. Deep exhales, emptying the lungs completely. Before we start, we'll take 3 big breaths and sigh out the breath through the mouth. So inhaling deeply together. Exhaling through the mouth. Twice more. Inhaling. Exhaling through the mouth. Last time, inhaling. sighing out any tension, any stiffness, letting it all go. So we'll take the time now to make a sankalpa. This is also known as an intention or a resolution. This is a powerful way to anchor your intention into your subconscious. So to think of your sankalpa, think of a positive statement in the present tense, something that you would like to gain, something that you would like to work towards, something that you would like to be. For example, I am calm and relaxed. Another example, everything is perfect just as it is. So choose your sankalpa, a positive statement in the present tense that really defines your intention of something you truly desire. Once you've chosen your sankalpa, repeat it 3 times mentally to yourself. As you're repeating it, start to imagine that it's true. Start to visualize this as a reality. Start to see what the scene would look like if you were living in it. So I will guide your attention through your body. I'm going to mention each little part of your body. And as we move through, try to visualize each part as I mention it. Don't worry if you can't visualize every single part. Don't worry if you don't hear everything I say. So becoming aware of the toes on your right foot, feeling the big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, the fifth toe. Feeling the sole of the foot, the ball of the foot, the heel of the foot. Feeling the top of the right foot, the arch. Feeling the right ankle, the calf, the shin. Feeling the back of the knee, the kneecap. Feeling the back of the thigh, the top of the thigh, the right hip, the right buttock. Feeling all the way up the right side, the right armpit, the right shoulder. Feeling the right upper arm, the right elbow, inner elbow, forearm, the wrist, the inner wrist, the palm of the hand, the back of the hand, the tips of the fingers. Feeling the right thumb, the first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. All the way back to the left toes, the big toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, the fifth toe. Feeling the left top of the foot, the underside of the foot, the sole of the foot, the ball, the heel, the top of the ankle, the inner ankle, the left shin, calf, back of the knee, kneecap, the left top of the thigh, under thigh, sit bone, buttock, left hip, left side of the body, all the way up to the left armpit, the left shoulder, the upper arm, the elbow, the inner elbow, the left forearm, the inner wrist, outer wrist, back of the hand, palm of the hand, tips of the fingers, the left thumb, the left first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Feeling the right foot, the whole foot. Feeling the right leg, the whole leg. Feeling the left foot, the whole foot. Feeling the left leg, the whole leg. Feeling the right and the left legs together. Feeling the right hand, the whole hand. Feeling the left hand, the whole hand. Feeling the right arm and hand as one complete arm. Feeling the left arm and hand as one complete arm. Feeling both the right and the left arms together. Feeling the right side of the body. Feeling the left side of the body. feeling both sides together. Feeling the front of the chest, feeling the back of the chest, feeling both sides together. Feeling the abdomen, feeling the lower back, feeling both sides together. Feeling the whole right side of the body, the whole left side of the body, and both sides together. Feeling the neck, the front of the neck, underneath the chin, the tip of the chin, the bottom lip, the top lip, both lips together. Feeling the cheeks, the cheekbones, the nose, the bridge of the nose. Feeling the eyelashes, the eyelids, the eyebrows, the point in between the eyebrows. Feeling the forehead, the left and the right temple. Feeling the hairline, both ears. Feeling the back of the head dropping down into the mat. Becoming aware now of all the parts of the body which are touching the mat beneath you. Becoming aware of the back of the head, the back of the body, the backs of the arms, the heels, and then becoming aware of all the parts of the body that are facing up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Becoming aware of the face, the front of the body, the chest, the top of the thighs, tops of the feet. And again, taking the awareness to the whole back of the body. Taking the awareness to the whole front of the body. Back to the back of the body. And back to the front of the body. Feeling the back body pressing into the mat. Feeling the front body looking up to the ceiling, to the sky. We'll start to develop a feeling of heaviness in the body. So as we can feel all the parts of the body touching the mat, start to feel them getting heavier and heavier, sinking deeper into the mat, heavy as if they were lead, as if it's all you can do but to sink into the ground beneath you, feeling the body heavy, getting heavier and heavier with each breath. Now we'll switch to feeling the body light, feeling all the parts of the body which reach and look up to the ceiling, and feeling the body getting lighter and lighter, as if the body feels light as a feather, almost lifting off the mat, as if the body is bubbles lifting up into the air just before they're about to burst, lighter and lighter and lighter. Even feeling a little bit of space between the body and the earth. As it's so light, it starts to lift up off the mat. Feeling the body light, feeling the body lighter and lighter. And back to feeling the body heavy, feeling the body heavy sinking into the mat, and feeling the body light, getting lighter and lighter like a feather. Feeling the body heavy, sinking into the mat. And feeling the body light, getting lighter and lighter, lifting up towards the ceiling. We'll switch now to starting to develop a feeling of coldness in the body. So we'll start at the tips of the toes and the feet, as if that cold winter's morning and you poke your feet out from under the covers and they feel that icy chill. That chill starting in the feet, and then slowly, gradually moving up the body, up through the lower legs, through the knees, the thighs, all the way up into the torso, past the buttocks, the spine, chest, the shoulders, all the way down the arms into the fingertips, reaching up the neck, into the head, the face, all the way up to the crown of the head. The whole body feeling cold, really cold. All the extremities, the coldness penetrating deeply into the core of the body. The whole body cold, colder and colder. Now we'll switch to developing a feeling of warmth in the body. We'll start this feeling at the center of the abdomen, as if we've got a ball of warm light in the center of the abdomen where the navel is. Start to feel this warmth and this ball of light in the center of the abdomen. With each breath, feeling this light, this warmth develop and grow larger and larger in the abdomen, penetrating the warmth and the light throughout the whole body. So first of all, developing in the chest, in the torso, all the way through the rib cage, down into the legs, the arms, up into the neck, the head. This warmth and light getting warmer and lighter as it spreads throughout the whole body. The body feeling warm and light, warmer and lighter. The body feeling warm and light, warmer and lighter. We'll bring our awareness back to the breath, coming straight back to the breath, all the different qualities of the breath, starting as the breath enters the nostrils, feeling the sensation as the air passes through the nostrils, the right nostril, the left nostril, both nostrils, into the body, down through the passages, all the way into the lungs, into the little air sacs in the lungs, filling up the chest, filling up the abdomen, filling the lungs up completely. As we exhale, feeling the diaphragm move as the air squeezes out of the lungs, releasing through the nostrils, the right nostril, the left nostril, both nostrils. Feeling the air in the bottom of the lungs as we deeply fill up, feeling the air emptying all the way from the bottom of the lungs as we breathe out. The air passing through the nostrils, slightly cooler as we inhale and slightly warmer as we exhale, becoming aware of the breath in all the different parts of the respiratory system. We're going to come to a visualization now. So as you're lying comfortably, try to bring to mind the images that I suggest. Don't worry if you can't keep up with all of them and you can't quite visualize every single one. Just try to stay with my voice. So we'll start by visualizing a Buddhist temple, a green snow-capped mountain, an eagle soaring on the wind, a church on the top of a hill, the waves lapping at the seashore, a person rushing down the street with an umbrella in the rain, a beautiful field full of poppies, a field full of cows gently chewing the cud, looking up to the sky, looking at the sun, the blue sky, seeing the birds floating by, hearing their songs, imagining a Buddha sitting at the door of a temple, eyes closed in meditation, imagining a meadow full of daffodils. We'll start to develop the visualization into a sensory experience. So we'll start to imagine that we are on the beach. We're walking along the sand. It's a deserted beach, we're the only ones on it. We can feel the sand warm in between our toes as we walk barefoot. We look out to sea, watching the waves lap against the beach, hearing the sounds of the seagulls, the sounds of the water moving, the sounds of the crunching sand beneath your feet. Keep walking along the sand, looking out at the horizon, feeling calm and relaxed, knowing that you're the only one here. As we keep walking down towards the sea, the sound of the waves become a little bit louder. The sand below our feet is becoming a little bit more moist, feeling the dampness start to reach up between the toes. Keep walking down towards the water until you feel the water gently touching the toes. So we're paddling in the little waves that reach up to the beach, feeling the water washing over your toes and feet, refreshingly cool on this warm, balmy summer's day. Standing in the water with the feet ankle deep, looking out at the horizon, listening to the sounds around you, the colours, the blue of the sky, the blue of the sea, the blue of the sand. All these sensory experiences taking over, filling your mind, filling your thoughts. We'll take the walk a little bit further down the beach, walking down towards one end of the beach. As we get a little bit closer, we can see there's a waterfall falling over a rocky outcrop. You walk up towards the waterfall, listening to the water falling, 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 and reach our fingers into the waterfall. Feeling the water on the fingers, feeling that cool chill of the waters. Very cooling, relaxing. Gazing up at the height of the waterfall and down as the white water crashes. Walking on a little bit further, we find a lovely tree, branches arching out around it. As it's quite warm in the heat of the day, we decide to sit down underneath the tree, just leaning your back against the tree, allowing the bark of the tree to support you. Looking out to the sea, the waterfall just by your side, hearing the sounds of the birds, the insects around you. Allowing the different sounds of the water, the environment around you to penetrate your awareness. The feeling of the sand beneath you, the feeling of the tree behind you. It all is so relaxing, you start to close your eyes and get very comfortable. Bringing the awareness back to the breath. The breath entering the body through the nose, filling up the lungs, emptying the lungs. The continual rise and fall of the breath. Let's remember your sankalpa now. The positive statement you made, your intention, just repeating it to yourself. Imagine that it's true. Visualize yourself in your sankalpa, your intention being real and true. Bringing the awareness to the back of the body, the whole back of the body touching the mat beneath you. Bringing the awareness to the front of the body reaching up to the ceiling, to the sky. Bringing the awareness to the right side of the body, the left side of the body, both sides together. Starting to take the awareness directly down into the toes and into the fingers. Bringing the awareness back to the room, back to your body, starting to move the fingers and the toes, gently bring some movement all the way back. If you want to stretch the arms out, stretch the legs out, maybe hug the knees into the chest. Starting to wake up, bringing the awareness all the way back to your body and the room. When you're ready, rolling over onto the right side in the fetal position, and just take a few breaths here, gently bringing the body and the mind back to the day. And again, when you're ready, feel free to come back up to sitting on your mat, keeping the eyes closed or a gentle half gaze, and taking a few deep breaths, absorbing all the sensations, the feelings of calm, relaxation and rejuvenation that we gain from the Yoga Nidra practice. And blinking the eyes open. Thank you very much for joining me in this Yoga Nidra practice. I hope you have a nice, restful, relaxing day.